Recently, fake AI-generated videos of Jamaican reporters are being used to promote a fraudulent investment scheme. Now, this morning, we're joined by Ryan Meeks. He's the manager of DevSecOps and Application Security, SIMTI, to break down how to spot deepfakes and how these scams work and how you can protect yourself in an age where seeing is no longer believing. Ryan.
Morning, Fred. How are you?
Morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good stuff. Are you real or are you fake? Are you an AI-generated image? Are we having that discussion on AI now, or this is really you?
It's hard to tell, right?
I know, right? It's pretty difficult. What is deepfake? For persons who don't, we hear the phrase, but we really don't know what is a deepfake.
Yeah. Well, a deepfake is synthetic media, right? Which means then it's like videos, audios, images that are generated and created by artificial intelligence, right? So it's really fabricated content.
Right. Yeah. And it's not the AI creating it by itself. It's AI doing so under the prompting of a human, or is it just, the AI just going off?
Well, it has to be trained, right? So the tool, you have to feed it data. And usually you would feed it content like voice notes or videos or things like that that will have the content of the person that you're trying to impersonate. Right? So once you feed it that information, it will now be trained to now look and to express gesticulations of the person in the way that it was taught. Yeah.
I recently watched a movie with Viola Davis where she's like the president of the US, and they have all the world leaders and they got them to read specific small bits of like prose. And then they took that to mimic those leaders sharing fake content. Is it something similar?
It is something similar, right? And again, it depends on how much data you actually have fed to these tools. If you don't have a lot of data fed to the tool, then you'll hear certain words sounding a little slurred or it sounds slightly different. The more data that you have fed to the tool is the better sound that it will make and the better video impressions that it will actually have.
It's scamming.
Yeah, it is scamming.
Basically.
Yeah.
There's one unfortunate out there with me involved, right here on Smile Jamaica. It's my image.
Yes.
It was an interview that I did with Dr. Dawes. It's his image. But if you listen to it, my voice sounds like I'm an American. So there was one I say, I've had diabetes for 7 years, so how come they never got that part right?
Yeah. Well, it all depends on who is doing the act, right? It could be if somebody got enough of your voice content, probably from other interviews, or even if it was someone who knew you and got your WhatsApp voice notes, right? A lot of persons are sending voice notes now, and it captures a lot of what you say on a daily basis. So you'll say a lot of words, and those words together, again, can train the tool in a better way.
Yeah, God said at the top about how you stop it.
Yes.
How could I stop that? I didn't even know it was being generated. So how in the world could I stop it in the first place?
Well, you can't necessarily stop someone from generating it, right? What you have to try to do is to detect it. And in detecting it, determine whether or not it is fake. So for the general public or the layman, right, you can use some telltale signs. So you can look and see certain glitches of the face. You can probably see twitches or the eyes going in different directions, or the mouth, kind of not lining up, not forming the words.
And other facial reactions as well.
Correct. But for the layman, you're not really looking on that, right? You're trying to understand or get what the person is actually saying, and it can be convincing to person.
Yep, I kind of meant how you stop it before it happened, which is almost impossible. But we have a couple of videos, and apparently we are to decide which one is real and which one isn't. All right, let's go.
Well, there's no audio, but that's Anderson Cooper, isn't it?
Yep.
The one that look realish still.
Well, it is Anderson Cooper, but we didn't hear anything.
Right.
And this is the other one.
All right, this look fakeish, because if you look at his mouth and his teeth,
right, you can see that the lips are.
So the first one was the real one.
The first one looked a little bit more real. I would have loved to hear the audio.
All right, we're going to play it with the audio
if it is a little slurred. And you can also see the twitching of the eyes. You know, if it's twitching excessively, that is also an indication.
He's suggesting it came out of nowhere. What we subsequently learned is it may have come from the former president or his legal team acting in bad faith. This is a deepfake example of what is possible with powerful computer and editing. It took around 72 hours to create this example from scratch using extremely powerful GPU. It could be improved with more computing time, but 90% of people cannot tell the difference.
But the first one was the real one.
The real one, right.
Wow.
But that one is very convincing. And it all depends on the tool that is used. The more expensive tools that are out there can give you more convincing impersonations.
The tools that, what do you mean by that?
Meaning, some of these tools are not free, so you have to purchase them.
They're like what? What am I purchasing?
A tool, software, online.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, for example, I use this one called Envato, right? And Envato now has this partnership with Google.
Yeah.
Veo is the name of the Google image generation app, I think. Veo. Don't quote me. But through it, I can create videos, AI-generated videos. I just feed it the script, but I'm not using anybody else's image. I just describe the person I would want to see on screen and the words they should say, and it delivers that with extreme precision.
Yes.
You know, on the note that, for example, like Neville, who is very exposed, he's on TV every morning except Tuesdays and Saturdays and Sundays, but he's on TV quite a bit. Is there anything Neville can do in terms of even his voice? Is there a way, for example, for us here at the TV station to have his voice be shared in such a way that an AI tool could not manipulate it, or we're just kind of sitting ducks?
In that regard, it is a little difficult, right? I don't think there is much that you could do with voice, right? What I could say is for visual, right? If you can avoid sometimes very close-up shots of somebody, and in this case of Neville, high-definition close-ups, right? Then that kind of gives you a better chance, because if that content is publicly available, then it can become more realistic to the data feed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where can we learn more? Because we have to wrap up. But where can we learn more from you and just in general how to protect ourselves and how to identify fake versus real?
Well, the general internet, reading about it on the internet is always a good start. We at Simtai Consulting, we also educate organizations about deepfake and other cybersecurity matters. Right?
All right.
And just trying to just train yourself and be publicly aware of these things are always good. And having zero trust. Don't just go out always trusting anything that you see. Go to the source first and actually authenticate and ensure that this content is real or fake. And don't just go around spreading or sharing the content, because it makes it worse.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And in case you've just joined, folks, that's not real, the one that you are seeing with myself and Dr. Dawes. That's very deep fake. Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you very much.
That's Ryan Meeks. He's the manager of DevSecOps and Application Security at Simtai. After the break, we speak with the winners of the EU USF video competition.
So come.